really nice the greener ones that you have a bunch of. Because the table came apart a little bit.
Yeah. I can't, babe. I can't have any attention on anything. Okay, sorry. What was that? I'm sorry. What did you ask? What bag?
This bag has clothes and treats. I haven't seen it before. Maybe it's is it okay if I start laundry, or is it too much of a mess with what you're working on right now?
Has the washer ever turned power off?
I would not be surprised if it does.
It doesn't use. I don't think rotating uses that much power. Heating, like a dryer, would kill it. But no, I think you can. Hey, love, in your issue, can you post the issue with Chrome? I'm going through GitHub issues right now. Sure. Do you one better and paste you exactly where you need to say it? Can I send it on WhatsApp? Send it on WhatsApp. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh yeah, and this was all live stream too. Glad that got captured. Nothing. Hey George.
Hey Greg, how you doing?
Great, man. I have a feeling it's gonna be just you and me again.
Oh, sure. Michael's is still with his own convention, right? I think he was
Yeah,
organized.
actually, it's today. It's happening right now, so there's
Oh yeah,
no way.
there's
no way he can join. But next week he should be totally done with this. So, we'll be. It'll be awesome. We'll have it now.
Great.
Maybe before we start the meeting, dude, man, I'm just so out of it. I have not been able to review the other guys' the other people. Obviously, the first one sounded great. Of the two people that the headhunter recommended.
Oh yeah, the CVs that he sent.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to talk to them at all or anything?
Talk to them directly? No. He just sent me the CVs too, and I talked with the headhunter, and he told me a little bit more about them, and they seem like a good fit. The only problem is one of them doesn't have a really good level of English, so communication, especially verbal, might be harder for him.
Was that the one that's good at with React or not good at with React?
I think that's the one who is good with React. Let me check.
So yeah, did you send this to me? I think you sent it.
Yeah, he's the one. No, he's the one who doesn't have that much experience with React.
Oh, good. You know, I'm a little biased towards the people that have experience with React. So
yeah, that would be better. There's also the headhunter sent me another CV from another guy. He has less experience, but it seems like from what he told me that he has a lot more like energy, or that he's a lot more with more initiative than the other two. He's young and he wants to start working, so that might also be a good fit. I told him to send the CV and to talk with them. Would you prefer if I do a physical meeting here before, since you don't have enough time? I do the first one here and then just send you the guys that pass through that first filter, or we do the two at the same day?
I mean, my preference would be that if it happens. So next week's really hard for me because I'm at this conference. The week after that, I can, especially Monday and Tuesday, I am like wide open. So any Monday or Tuesday, I can basically make it work.
Monday and Tuesday, 2 weeks from here, right? So it'd be Monday, 8th of April.
And even and really like It's so hard, you know. Like just like if you pick a day, I can tell you the hour I can call in, but it will always be kind of in the morning.
In the morning, like around what time from here?
The earlier the better, but like in the end, like I because remember your noon is my 8 p.m.
Yeah.
and actually it'll be back to 9 p.m. I think next week, and daylight savings time kicks in for Europe. I think, dude, that fucking time zones are just a joke, you know. I just want to delete them all, you know. Let me give Arno a big.
What we could do is, if I can arrange a meeting with them on next week, I can do a physical interview, and then Monday and Tuesday, since you'll be free, we can try to set up two meetings that all of the guys that they for the virtual meeting with you.
Yeah,
Get them,
yeah, that would be amazing.
get
That
them
would
that
be,
week to start working.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
that's a plan for them.
In the end, I'm hoping you can take the lead on this a little bit, just because like if it relies on me, it's gonna fail. And when Michael comes, then it can work. And all I want to do is have that quick call with them. But like, if you think that they have if you think they're up to snuff, you know, on the dev side, I'll probably say yes to anybody. You know.
Sure.
The whole point is that we have like a month trial period anyway. So.
Yeah, sure. The main reason for them to talk to you, I think it'd be better to explain the project and how it works and all of that.
Yeah.
But for sure, like all the dev and tech stuff, I'll be handling most of it. Like if they're up to the level that we need, how do I see their initiative, their attitude, and all of that.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of that stuff, you know, it's like at this point, I would say if you look at this call right now, it's you, me, and Danny. We're pretty desperate, so like, you know, we're not gonna say no. You know, I'm not. If someone wants to work on this app, I'll probably just say yes, and like as long as they're cool in the office and they make you guys happy and are like, you know, a positive. As long as you think they'll be positive for the office, my standards are really low right now. I mean, I can't even make the UNICEF thing happen right now. It's so bad, dude. So.
Yeah, sure. For them to have a positive contribution, right?
Yeah, of course. Obviously. Obviously.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay. Well, okay. Any more on that topic before we dive into the GitHub?
No, I think that would be all.
Okay, so let's start in sprint backlog, and we'll try to cruise through it. First is thanks for coming, by the way, Danny.
Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna listen in, and if there's something that I have to contribute to, I will.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Okay, so how's that? Whatever happened with that 717, the amount donated?
Yeah, I talked to Wojtek to know how to impersonate a user. Since the solution for 717 is easy enough. It's just instead of showing the sum of the amount donated, it should be the sum of the amount that hasn't been delegated to another one.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't show the overflow, right? But what I want to do before closing it is to find out if the other amount, if Lorelai, if she's still
like it's like Lore. Lore, and then like your El Mejor, you know, Lore L.
Lorelai. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lorelai, if she has it somewhere, but for that, I think it's a little bit linked to issue 7. I can find the issue, but she made an issue to show all the delegations instead of just the proposed ones, to show the backlog of delegations.
Okay, cool. So this is something that we just need to implement, but you have a basic solution for.
Yeah, the solution is ready. I just want to find out, like, to find out what happened to the amount that is being shown to that delegation that we couldn't find last week.
Nice. And you merged to develop?
No, I haven't merged. This one not. So that's why it's still on spread backlog.
Okay, cool.
But as soon as I merge, I'll move it to review QA.
Okay, cool. And then 662.
That is also done. I just need to merge it and move it to QA.
And you're putting it in develop or a hot fix?
In develop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just as a little side thing, today I'm going to be meeting with Kai in Israel to do the Odyssey that give it.
Oh, nice.
And there I want to also ask about the deploy process, right? How I just need to get access to the server to do the deploys, and instead of doing the hotfix, I'll do a merge from develop to master. I'm hoping next week.
Nice. Yeah, and then actually, I'm curious, Danny, you're tagged on this issue when it does get merged, just so you know, because you have a milestone with multiple tokens.
Yeah, I just hit collect on that today.
Oh yeah, you claimed it?
I realized, let's just get that through and see what happens. So I did get an error. It said, oh no, when I hit collect. And then it said the transaction went through and gave me a Rinkeby, and I hit the button and I have it open. And so I was thinking I'll just create an issue to monitor it, maybe, since I did get that error.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. There's a few things, and this is really important that we nail down these tests, because this is stuff RJ will do to like finish. He's got a shit ton of money in a milestone, right, for upgrading the smart contracts, and so anything that's related with these, like the UI around a new type of milestone, like he will. I'm expecting him to do it, because it's, and once those things are done, he gets a fat stack of die.
Yeah.
So like that, anything that's like having to do with a new type of milestone is just like make sure RJ is tagged and
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The new
And
type
of course
milestone,
you can look at it.
Is it the being able to not have a reviewer, having multiple tokens, and what features are in the new announcement?
So there's actually this awesome article that Chris wrote that really outlines it well. It's called "What's Dappening," right? And that tags every single new feature. The thing is, it's like before we had one type of milestone, you know. Now with all of these other features, we effectively, I think we have like 8 or 12. Not sure exactly what the tree looks like, because sometimes you know, with one you can only have one option for some things and right? So yeah, so like each one of those types of milestone needs to go through the full process of like being paid out and see what errors we run into, and then we need to really document it. And really it's like I just get to hope that, you know, we do it enough of these weird types of milestones for a month, and then we find out. Like I tried to do a milestone where there was no top limit, could receive any tokens, and it was paid to the campaign, right? The money went back to the campaign, and then it wasn't able to be displayed. And I think RJ fixed it.
Okay.
But we'll get there.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's ready to be merged. 662. 658.
Actions in milestones don't require authentication. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one I haven't begun work on this one yet.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah, you told me. We talked about this last week.
Yep, we talked about this last week, and I made an issue for it, in making it work with things. Reliant on Rise on 731 to be finished. So let's just add this to the backlog, actually.
Sure.
Okay. And next is better error handling through the Dapp.
Which is one, the big one that I'm still.
Something to keep on there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next is my delegations error. Amount appears the same after delegating part of it away. Let's see. This might. Have you looked at this at all, Jorge? Or it looks like RJ is got the sign on it, so maybe RJ is working on it.
Yeah, I think that's what we've decided. He's working on it, and the person is still inaccurate. No, but I don't remember even talking about this one.
Yeah, me neither. But maybe RJ moved a different backlog because he's working on it. I did tell RJ, yo man, we got enough work for you if you want. And he said he was sick all last week with the flu, so he might be playing around with things.
Sure.
So this one has you assigned. This is 478. Oh, what? This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. We assigned both of you guys, huh? I don't think
Yeah,
this,
I think
this should be.
you assigned me mostly to do the QA. I don't remember to do QA or to learn about it, but I think since it involves smart contracts, RJ was gonna work on it, and I was just gonna like get involved in the process.
Okay.
Something like that.
Cool.
We talked about this like a month ago. 2020. Work has been started.
So I'll call RJ out and see if we can do it. And let's see, 668 conflicting approval messages. This is another Lorelei. It says it says it'll be solved by 607. So I think I can skip that.
Yeah, this gets improved. It gets solved with the error handling.
Okay, so actually then I'm going to move this to backlog too because it shouldn't be here. Then we have no easy automated accounting. That's on Voitech. Request feature, provide image specs when proposing new campaign. Oh yeah, this was a small one.
Yeah, it's a small one that I haven't done yet, but it's just adding the little message down under the upload button.
Cool. I'm gonna assign you. Okay. And the next other small one is make a milestone for payment. Yeah. Did you actually make a milestone to get paid yet?
I haven't yet. Nah, I'll do it today for sure. Good. Today, the last day.
We forgot to assign you. I mean, there's no last day. You can delay it forever, but
Yeah,
it's on
no,
the
but
sprint backlog.
last day of the month, almost. I think.
Yeah.
Sunday.
So you could just make one for both day, this month and last month, the week
Yeah.
extra. And you could make the future ones too.
See, yeah, I'll do 2 or 3 months ahead just to not have this issue again.
Yeah. Do you have any bounties that we should look at?
Yeah, I already kind of organized the Gitcom bounties to work in progress, the one that we know they're working on, even if I ordered them by. So at the top is the one that the most recently commented on. I think just 2 days that the guy commented something, or we commented something. Let me check.
Okay, yeah. Date of
This is
donations.
604.
Oh, so did he fix that?
Which one? 604?
Yeah.
No, there's a guy who stopped working on it and human. He unassigned. Then someone offered to take over the issue, and then he told us to approve them on GitHub.
Okay, let's see. I can check that. Where is it?
Yeah, normally I think the bot does it automatically, but I don't know if we can.
No, it's not the bot. It's actually Scott, my good buddy Scott, has to actually approve them. But
Oh yeah.
who is it that applied? Willy Wong?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and it was 3 hours ago. So. Um, Let's see. I will. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's applied. Okay, so I will message Scott though, and just make sure that he gets it.
Yeah, so that's issue 604, I think, and the next one 645.
Sorry.
That one is also assigned to Syed, but then he asked any update, but I don't know what he means by that question.
Sorry, loading it right now.
So the next issue on.
Oh, I think we have to do the same. We have to approve him. Let's see, what is this? This is oh, yeah. Oh, I like it. I really hope that he can do this one. That would be cool. So let's see. So August. Okay, so I'll do the same.
I think, yeah, he applied to start work, but he hasn't been assigned yet.
Okay, cool. So pass that along to Scott. And if you have any issues or stuck on something, feel free to join the chat. So this guy, has this guy been actually done anything on this one?
Which issue? 645?
Yeah. So, no, 342. Show number of confirmations for pending down.
342. Okay.
Doesn't look like he made a pull request, but it has conflicts.
Mm-hmm. 342. Did he do a pull request?
Yeah, it's a pull request, pull 107.
But yeah, this is in work in progress, but there's been no activity for I think 2 or 3 weeks now.
Well, he made a pull request, and I don't
But
know.
it's not an active one. I don't know if someone else rejected it or merged it already. 107.
It's not merged. I mean, no, it's active.
It's
It's
inactive?
in feathers, though.
Oh, it's in feathers. I wish you can give it that.
Sorry, yeah. I just clicked it on in the.
Yeah, transcription. Please query to the confirmations of pending events. Yeah, actually, I haven't checked the pull request on feathers, so I'll get around to that. And when I merge this, it's still open. I'll ping him, tell him that that's I don't know what the.
Okay.
Is that the whole solution or is that part of it?
I mean, I think it's the whole solution. It was supposed to be a pretty small. Do you feel like you understand feathers pretty well these days?
Not very well, but I've been looking at it lately, so I know more of it now. But any question I have, I'll just ask RJ or Wojtek.
Okay. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's got a nice screenshot of it working. So.
Okay. So yeah, I'll check this one. It's work in progress, but maybe it's just if it's just the QA part that's left, then I'll go through the thread to understand the issue and then check the pull request.
Cool. Should we move it to QA/QC or something? Or should we move it to sprint backlog?
Sure, I'll move it to sprint backlog.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll just move it to sprint backlog now because it's on your to-do list. I feel like sprint backlog's a good place for your to-do list, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the one I check most frequently.
Yeah, and the new one is at the top of the list. Make a milestone for payment. Get paid. Let's see. Create a matrix room.
Mm,
Another person who's only kind of working on it hasn't really done anything in a month because they got stuck. Because they didn't make a profile. Oh. Okay. Well, so this one looks inactive.
yeah. I connected it to the pull request that he made, but it says work in progress, so I think just.
Oh, okay. So they are working on it.
Yeah, it hasn't been active for a while now, but he did start work on it. It's at 691.
That's great.
Some conflicting files.
Milestone, add, and campaign.
Yeah, last comment 28 days ago on the PR is, hey, been meaning to circle back to this, going to add a few more things, and then we'll ping for review.
Okay, so then milestone and campaign reviewer management. This is pretty well specified. Is there not enough money on it or something?
Open started.
I'll work on this and get it done now. And then nothing. Okay, so yeah, this one we need a new person for. They never submitted anything as far as I can tell. And it's got $300 on it, so. So let me just check this out. And then this is the last one. So do you have what? Well, I guess we can go to backlog and start looking at the new ones.
Backlog or new issues?
Sorry, new issues.
Sure. So which one's the?
We can start at the bottom, and we can just say. Oh, Mitch. Oh shit. So we need Mitch to do something. Oh no. I'll send Mitch a thing. Scott actually. No, I'll talk to Mitch. But so the last one, I don't know. I actually, this might be interesting for you, Danny. On the latest issue that I made today. Oh yeah, I already linked it to you, Danny. So never mind. You already know about it. Is making donations more streamlined. And this is I've made a Google Doc basically for kind of a bunch of things that I think could be improved. Because I kind of outlined like the step-by-step process for donating, just for to onboard some people for a new campaign, and there were just some things that like I feel like we can reduce the friction of donating a little.
For donating.
So that's the goal of this one, and it probably could be broken up into a few individual issues.
Issues.
But I would like to push this one because I think maybe Danny, I don't know if you have some comments on this doc eventually, but there's probably other things that you might know that like need to improve for donating. So. Oh, are you? I can't hear you, Danny.
Sorry, I turned it off because I got laundry going. Yeah, I think Kai updated a bunch of changes that I requested on the website to at least help people who are looking for us. But in the DApp itself, I haven't dove in a lot, but I saw what you posted and I liked it. Let's see, you shared that with me here.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
if you have any ideas on how we can improve and make it even easier to donate,
Yeah.
from that, or if you've gotten feedback from somebody or anything like that, just just looking for a quick read through, and then this needs to turn into. I guess we don't move it to backlog. What I'll say is. This is for 1 week of review, and then we need to make separate issues. Because I put like 4 issues basically all in this one issue. We'll say 5 days of review. And then by next week, hopefully I'll turn this into many separate issues. And I'm going to sign myself and Damien. And we can just leave it in where it is, the new issues. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll sign Nora too. Oh no, she doesn't donate, she delegates. Okay. Next one is Chrome is rejecting the Dapp. Lorelei solved that one, so I think she'll close it and make a comment. Next one is 733. When adding a picture, the copying box waits a second for a second action to pop up. Yeah, that's kind of a weird bug. Have you seen that one, Jorge?
Wait for a second action to pop up.
Yeah, I actually made a video for it. But basically, it's like you upload a picture, and then nothing happens, and then you take a next action, and then the box that allows you to select where in the picture you want to show. You know how like you kind of, when you upload a picture, you crop the picture to be a certain dimension. So when you upload, it used to be when you upload a picture, instantly that crop. In fact, I think before, when you upload a picture, the cropping box is up the whole time. Like even if you don't have a picture, it's just like a white thing and then it's like a box. And now that thing is gone. But when you upload a picture, you have to go like click something else, take some other action, and then the box will pop up that shows you what to crop. So if the last thing you do is add a picture, then it'll just crop the default place.
Yeah, because it won't let you move it around.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what might be happening there. It might be an issue that it's just not updating until another change is it's done. So then it reacts to that, to the other change and not to the upload.
Yeah.
But
You would think
yeah, I have
React
to look
would know
into
when to
it.
react, you know?
Yeah, 'cause you can choose when it updates, and maybe there's a condition there for it doesn't recognize it as a valid change for it to update the DOM.
Yeah.
Sure, I'd have to look into it. That sounds interesting, but it's I guess a small issue in the priority list.
Yeah. Do you want to have it in the sprint backlog, or do you want to wait on it?
Oh yeah, assign me to it and move it. I guess better to backlog, and when I'm done with the sprint backlog, I'll get to to those ones.
Okay. So new HTML, some created, but then unable to be viewed, but able to be edited. I think RJ fixed that one, so we'll just push forward. Allow users to not sign into the Dapp so that Oregon DAOs can access the Dapp list frame.
Oh yeah.
So this is a pretty cool thing. I think
Yeah, I
we're
think this
waiting on.
should be in sprint backlog, and the other one, the one that's on sprint backlog, that should maybe be moved to backlog or to someone else. The donate by simply sending to an address with a standard transaction fee. They're the same, right?
No, these are different.
That's different.
So the alternative, this is the alternative to 611, which is EIP 712 integrating like DAO signing, basically, which is a different solution to this. But yeah, I think this is another one that RJ can do pretty well. But you don't want to like shadow him or like, you know, check out what he does too.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll just put him on there. And yeah, I guess we can. I think it's in backlog, unfortunately. Like we don't. I mean, I want DAOs interacting with this shit as soon as possible, but I think we have higher priorities, unfortunately. So get rid of the waiting for donations and tokens. So this is one of the. This is kind of follows along the lines of. What is it? 735. In streamlining the donations. Let's see. 735.
This one must be donation.
So this is also like multiple things, but it's like changing the term that we use. Approve, that's the function of the smart contract, but the standard seems to be calling it unlock. So you unlock a certain amount of DAI in your account so that the Dapp can move the DAI out. We need to have a checkbox that basically says, would you like to unlock, you know, a lot of money?
Yeah.
I think honestly it should just be 10x. And maybe it won't be like a checkbox, maybe it'll be like one of those little switches. Switch.
And why does it need to unlock more than the amount of the donation?
So it doesn't need to, but there's this pattern that a lot of people are using. I even tweeted about it, and I don't really like it. But basically, they'll allow their Dapp to unlock, you know, thousands of times more money than you need to, and then you never have to have that first transaction again.
Okay. Oh, right. So if they donate again, then you don't need to do another transaction because you already have unlocked those tokens.
Yeah, exactly. So if they come and donate again, they only have to just approve the contract to move the money. They don't have to approve the contract to unlock. They don't have to unlock the funds and then execute. They can just execute.
But that requires trust, since Give It can. No, because it's a contract, right? It's not like you can just take it.
It does require trust.
Yeah, trust, but trust in a contract instead of in a person. Like there would be no way for us to just taken.
No, we can upgrade the contract. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
For sure.
So
Okay.
because we can change the contract and we can upgrade the contract, technically they have to trust us because they're trusting an upgradable contract, and that's the trick, and that's why I like freak out when I interact with other DApps, and I'm just like, why do they want me to approve them for $10,000? Like, this is scary. But then the other thing is that first we create a transaction where there is like the approved transaction, the unlocked transaction, and then like while that's waiting, we wait, right? And then we automatically make a second transaction when the other one goes through. But what we could do is we could have a little button that forces us that allows the user to create that second transaction right away, and then they'd both just be pending in the background, and so then they can both go through at the same time. Say that again, George.
To queue them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, instead of waiting for one to end and then doing the other.
Yeah. So that's this one. I definitely think it's. I mean, this might be. I don't know if it doesn't need to be in the sprint backlog for the week, but it is a higher priority. I don't want to. I'm a little worried about moving it to backlog and then just getting lost, because I do want it to be something that we think about.
Yeah, but that is involved in the other improvements that you want to do to the whole user donating workflow, right?
Yeah, exactly. We'll probably make it like an epic.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, for now, I think we can leave it on new issues, and then when we do the epic, just group them all that are involved in it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's see. Trap changes the delegation amounts. It's a trap. This is really bad, like dangerous UX. When you fill in the amount first in the pop-up window to make a delegation. Oh, and she made a video. This sounds like Lorelai really cares about it, so let's move it to sprint.
Yeah, I think that goes into sprint backlog.
And she made a video, so it should be easy to follow. False alarm error message pops up. So perhaps related to 577. Well, false alarm error message pops up. So maybe I'll just add this to the error issue. I don't know. I just did that, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Okay, so I'll move this to backlog. And just like when you solve any of these issues that have like a bunch of connecting issues, I assume it's best practice to like go through and check the connecting issues, right?
Yeah, to do QA on them to see if it's really solved by it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Pagination for my delegations. Now this is one that I thought this is already here. I think this is a backlog. It's a feature request. And honestly, I thought we already had it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that
So I think
One day.
pagination is already there, but not all delegations are shown. So she couldn't see them paginated since she didn't have enough active delegations.
I'm still questioning that, like whether or not that's true, but we'll see.
I can check it then, just to see if it's a real issue, like how it handles delegations and update on the like not solve it. If it doesn't have, I wouldn't solve it right now because I have all the other things in sprint backlog. But just check to see if it's really an issue or not.
Okay, I'll put that. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's not. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 75% sure.
Yeah, just to be 100% sure.
Yeah, should be easy to check.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it in new issues then, and if it gets closed, it gets closed. And if it is an issue, move it to backlog because it's not an important one.
Okay.
Let's see. When adding expenses receipts to a milestone, there appears to be no limit in the description, so I type a wordy one, but then it doesn't show up and you can't view it. This seems like a backlog issue. It's definitely not the biggest one in the world. In fact, actually, this could be a Gitcoin issue. Really, probably solve it for $50. I'll make it a.
Which issue is it?
It's basically just like this is 723,
Okay.
and it's like this is like a really quick and dirty issue.
Okay.
It's a bug.
Yeah, it's easy to solve.
Yeah, it's super easy, and we can. But I think that we could make it a guarantee. And we'll call it a $35 guarantee. Just maybe we'll get somebody who wants to help us get it, and then more people learning the repo is always nice. You know, maybe it's like fishing for help. You know.
Sure. So then it would be moved to Gitcoin bounties, right?
Yeah. And I will put that on Michael actually. So let's see. And I will leave it. Oh, actually, leave it in new issues so that we come across it again. Let's see. Feature request to search bar. I think that goes to backlog. Yeah, that would be great. And then I think that's all the new ones. Yeah, that's all the new one. Maybe we just scroll through backlog and see if there's anything.
Sure.
See if you see anything that looks exciting that you might want to do this week. Okay, yeah, that looks that all the backlog stuff looks fine.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, I think that pretty much settles it.
Okay, great. Is there anything else aside from that?
No, the biggest thing is just trying to get on board these new people. I would say if you can put some hours into that this week,
Yeah, for sure.
that would be
Uh,
super cool.
I'll see how available they are to interview this week, and I'll try to get them, like as many of them as I can on Monday and Tuesday. Earlier the better, right?
Yeah, earlier the better. You know, I understand. I understand if you can't do it. Honestly, you know,
Hey guys, I gotta
around
run.
noon your time
It's okay, Danny.
is a
Yeah.
pretty cool time. Did you say you're out, Danny? Bye, Danny. Around noon your time is fine. You know, it just can't be in the afternoon, right?
Yeah. No, it's okay. I've actually started working earlier here, so yeah, at about 7 a.m. I try.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah, yeah, and it's fun, I guess. Since I live here, so it's a lot easier. I don't have to wake up as early,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I'll see. It's mostly to check how available they are, because I don't know if they have. I think one of them currently has another job, so maybe he wouldn't be able to do it that early, but I'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. If you can do it super early, you know, that's cool. And if you can only do it late, then I just can't. You know, we'll have to do like a virtual call if maybe he can call in from like, you know, his car or like outside or something on his phone, you know, like at his work
Quick call. Yeah, maybe.
or like during lunch, you know, like a lunch break call is fine. Ideally, but you guys take late lunches, don't you?
Yeah, mostly
Yeah.
around 1 or 2 p.m.
Yeah.
That might
I
be a
mean,
way.
I can do 1 or 2 p.m. But you know, it kind of sucks. That's all.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, no, I'll
Yeah.
try to get them as early as I can.
Cool. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't care. Actually, I'm super into it. But Lorelai, she would prefer that I'm not in calls at 11 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
But cool, man. Okay, this is great. I feel like we at least sorted some things, prioritized, and hopefully we can pay you this week.
I hope so. Yeah, I'll get to it as soon as this call ends.
Okay, cool, man.
Sure. Talk to
I'll
you
see
later.
Yeah.
Bye.